Hello and welcome back to Elite Season 7 featuring Splatterhouse WANPAKU Graffiti. I'm Hans Buttface. This is episode number 6 and we'll be continuing our coverage on week number 3, which are very important in setting up the seeding for our bracket rounds. Up first will be the races in Group Leprechaun, starting off with the race between the Alan Heffley and Justaman 114. If the Alan Heffley beats Justaman 114, then Zeb Gedney will have a chance to make the playoffs. Justin Man can secure his spot in the bracket round with a victory.
Hello everybody, welcome to another race in the Elite Season 7. This is the Cesspool group, Leprechaun. I am Theerwolf, joined by Armageddon Time. What's up, Arma?
Not a whole lot. It's a great night for a race featuring the Alan Heffley versus Justin Man 114, and looks like we're about to get things underway.
Yeah, we're starting off, the first stage. Very, very basic stage. You think anyone's going to take a one hit of damage during this section?
Well, that's something most of us have certainly known to do, especially early on. Like maybe you're a little too overconfident, but I don't know. I think these two have it in them to maybe perfect the first area. As I say that, well...
As you say that, I think you just cursed Ta there.
Technically, I should have cursed both of them, but hey, it's a free country.
Yeah, there's still time. This fight goes on for a while with the little zombie dudes.
We got the little Dracula thing here.
Yeah. Does he really look like Dracula to you?
Like I said before, he reminds me of that ill-fated cartoon Little Dracula. But nobody tends to remember that because I think it lasted for like half an episode and then they cut away to like salute your shorts or something. Not sure.
I have no idea what that is and have never heard of it before, so yeah. You might be the only person who's ever watched it.
Oh, welcome to Commentary with Armageddon Time.
Do you have any other show references? Favorite shows that you think no one's ever seen before?
Trying to think of like Canadian shows. The Red Green Show, that's a pretty good one, but it was quite popular up here.
I have never heard of that show in my life.
Okay, SCTV, it's getting a little more popular.
Nope, no.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? That was Canadian.
Was it? Now that show, I recognize. Were there books on that or something?
Maybe you're thinking of Animorphs?
Nah, I didn't watch any of that stuff, I think.
You know what? Me neither. I just know about them, that the fact that they existed. But I did watch the Red Green Show whenever it was on. It was pretty funny. The guy's name was Red Green. Get it?
Sure. And what was the purpose of this show?
It was just about a guy up in the woods. He had like a lodge thing, and there was a bunch of group of people, all with very wacky personalities, just being wacky and outdoorsy. Very outdoorsy show, but wacky.
So Canadian. It's just basically, this is a guy living in Canada.
Yeah, pretty much. And wow, the looks like our players have hit every single book and cranny as we're up to the headless boss, which hopefully you can bank in the corner.
Yeah, Justin Man's, having at it. Got it done.
I find it's for me personally, it's either one of two extremes. It's either you get it done in one and then you just cram him in the corner and slash away, or you're kind of stuck with a floaty head floating all around and you're just eating time away.
The thing that annoys me is sometimes you'll get that first hit, but it won't go far to the right. It'll just be like a little too far left, and then the room shakes, and then it all just goes south.
Oh yeah, that's called every match?
Well, every race, yeah. Oh, chickens. Did you eat some chicken recently? I think there might have been like a holiday down here. I don't know what you Canadians do though.
Well, we had the Thanksgiving BGT marathon. That's technically our Canadian holiday. It was Canadian BGT Day, so happy belated Canadian BGT Day to everybody out there, all Canadians.
What do you eat
But
for Canadian BGT Day?
I had chicken, actually, speaking of which, with pasta and sauce. And I dipped the chicken in breadcrumbs and Italiano blend seasoning.
That sounds pretty nice. I just had turkey and, regular boring stuff.
Oh, wow, look at me. I can eat like a whole turkey all at once. Wow.
Well, there was like a group. There's like a family gathering type thing, so I just had two pieces.
Were they juggalos? Was there a gathering of potential juggalos?
There were some kids. They might become juggalos. I can't speak for my cousin's family, but you never know.
Whoop, whoop.
Are you a big Juggalo fan, Arma? Is that what I'm getting out of this conversation?
No, not really. I'm not a fan of the music whatsoever. I just think it's fun. They're playing dress up. It's cool.
Yeah. It's all science, right?
Yeah, but what's not playing dress up is well, we got Rick here. You figure, oh, look at the cute, adorable mask. That's what gives him his power. I don't know if you know how much lore of the Splatterhouse universe you're familiar with, or Splatterverse, as is better known.
I have zero knowledge about it. Pretty much, I know it exists. That's about it.
You never played the original on TurboGrafx 16, or the arcade, or the Genesis games?
No. Splatterhouse was not my jam. This is like my first exposure to a Splatterhouse game.
Well, it varies very differently from the other ones, but you know what? I think they're all fine games in the genre in which they take place. This one included.
Oh, the Alan Heffley getting eaten in the sewers. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, those little graboid things, whatever you call them, the decaying shrimp, can really take their toll on you with the 0 invincibility frames.
I'm guessing those are leeches. I mean, that's like your typical water enemy thing. Just like, yeah, it bites you.
You know, I called them graboids, and I don't even remember what those things are. It's a word I've heard before, but it just sounded right.
I think I've heard that too. No idea what it's from. I'm sure someone out there in Chatland knows, but we'll learn.
Chatland. I like the sound of that. It sounds like it reminds me of like McDonald Land or something.
Free admission. You just got to wander in. Just don't be someone that needs to get kicked out.
Yeah, just don't be a dingus, as they say.
The Alan Heffley top strats. Can he do it, or will the rat get him? Oh, nice.
Very nice. It's jumping in celebration. That's the Alan Heffley from University of
Kentucky.
Thank you very much.
It's nice that he has a nice title there.
It does sound.
So is he
very
from Kentucky?
official.
Do you know?
Oh no, I've never met the man in real life, but I'm sure he's just as formidable in person as he is on the internet.
That I would believe. And just a man's decided to stop into a church. Got to pay your respects, stab some things.
Gotta press F.
Oh, this boss. I haven't thought of how I want to refer to this guy yet.
I just call it just Goat Boss. Sometimes simple is most effective.
Yeah,
Goat Boss.
yeah. I guess the neon goat, just to pay homage to its sparkly colors that it likes.
Oh, I like that actually. Neon Goat. Makes me think of Neon Ballroom again, which is a reference I always like to try to sneak into these elite tournaments. Did you ever listen to the album Neon Ballroom by Silverchair?
I have not. So who's that by?
I think it's Silverchair. Trying to remember now.
Silverchair? Never heard of him. No idea.
No? All right. Well, they sung the song Anthem for the Year 2000. Take a guess when that one came out.
1980.
Now, see, you're probably going with the kind of Prince motif as Party Like It's 1999. Not quite, but pretty close. It was the year 2000.
Oh, I figured they were doing like Canadian time or something. You're like 20 years behind.
Oh, yeah, we didn't get the 80s until like 1991.
Must be rough. You got a rough couple of years ahead of you.
I mean, I still walk down the street and hear people listening to Papa Roach, unironically.
Well, there's the thing. Do people actually walk outside in Canada? I feel like it's you avoid the outside at all costs.
Well, unfortunately, Justin Man could not avoid getting brundleflied as he has to redo the boss. But luckily, Alan Heffley has surpassed the spiders, thank goodness.
Death at the fly boss is not a death you want to take. That's a rough one. But, oh man, the Alan Heffley having some issues with the chain hitting that this game likes to do sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, if you get caught in a rough patch when you're walking outside, you can really just get knocked around pinball style.
I think I fought this fly boss without shotgun once, and that was enough for me.
The one thing that I found when I would face this fly boss with just the hack and slash was that I would always jump way over top of him and just completely whiff.
I'd always get hit by the little mini flies when I tried it. I'm like, no, just get the gun. It's the one time when you want to have the gun. You need to have the gun.
We got Alan Heffley fighting Neon Goat, which is a name I'm now quite fond of. But unfortunately, well, Neon Goat got his goat.
Yeah, his goat was got.
You better watch yourself or you gonna get got, and he got-it.
I think you need a couple more G's in there. That wasn't quite enough for me.
Giggity 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 goo.
Okay, I think that was enough. That's enough G's now.
Well, hopefully, a little bit later on, we'll be giving these two some GGs. But until then, we got sharks on the right, and we got neon bats on the left.
Yeah, Justin Man's making some pretty good pace here. There's no major hang-ups other than the fly boss, which was unfortunate. It's given the Alan Heffley a little chance to try to gain some ground here. See how this Neon Goat goes the second time. A lot of bats still alive. Oh, he gets him. That's rough.
Unfortunately, the Alan Heffley goes down one more time. And is this his last continue? I missed what the number was.
It did look like it. So, might need to bust out some passwords later. But I don't know. This is one of the gatekeeper bosses, it seems, where if it goes wrong, it can really go wrong.
Yeah, because you could take the strat of trying to take out the bats early. I mean, if you want. But once Goat shows up, then they pretty much, just kind of fly off into their own wherever verse.
Yeah, it does seem like after they do their one attack animation where they just kind of bounce down once or twice, then they just kind of vanish. Job done.
We got Justin Man already in sleepaway camp, trying to make the best of bad situation with all of these spiky tree trunks.
Oh, yeah, the one thing about the stage Justin's in is it can really damage you during the stage itself, and the Alan Heffley just getting jumped on by that goat. Is he going to bust out the password here?
We're all waiting in anticipation. As he's maybe searching for them? I'm not sure. I'm on pins and needles.
Looks like there's a little save state there, but no, he had to reset. Oh! Well, we'll have to wait and see what goes on there. Justin's just having some fun with the zombies and bats and spikes and all of the damage that you can have here.
Oh yeah, just tanking that damage, but, hopefully, is he going to take the helmet? Yeah, he's going to go Buckethead strats.
It looks like the Alan Heffley's just like, you know what? Let's try again.
it looks like we've gone down to 2 frames a second. I'm not sure what's really going on there, but very, very strange things coming from the Alan Heffley side.
Yeah, he's having a rough go here. May's questioning his decisions here.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there, but maybe his cart has become possessed by
Might be.
by Rick's helmet.
Oh, are we going password? I haven't looked at the passwords for this game in a long time. I think it's all just random gibberish. But my task for you, Arma, if he types a password in, is to make a phrase with it.
Okay. They're 4 single-digit numbers, so it'll be interesting to see.
We got numbers.
We have 3, 7, 3, 9. So we got 37 in a row, and then 39, which is 2 more than 37, and 2 being, it's an even number. There you go. That's the best I could come up with on the fly. When you put me on the spot, I get a little, spotty.
Yeah. I had to test you, Arma, just to see what you could do.
Well, I'll throw something your way. Are you familiar with the Count Chocula brand of cereals?
I am. I probably had that as a kid at least once.
When I was watching the werewolf fight, I was thinking to myself, how many people actually have eaten all of the cereals? That is to say, Count Chocula, Boo Berry, Fruity Yummy Mummy, and Fruit Brute. Do you have a particular
I don't know
favorite?
that I've... It's been a long time since I've even had cereal. It's not part of my morning routine these days. That's more when I was a kid. Count Chocula is pretty good. The berry one. Which one was that again?
Boo Berry. It had the very sneaky and suspicious looking Boo Berry on the cover with kind of half open eyes.
Yeah, that sounds sufficiently good and creepy. We'll go with that one.
For me, if it wasn't Count Chocula, it was Fruity Yummy Mummy. Because, I mean, it had yummy in the name. So, I mean, what children's breakfast cereal is going to lie to you by telling you that it's, yummy, and then it turns out to just taste like cardboard? So, I was all Fruity Yummy Mummy all the way.
I don't know if I've ever even had that one. It doesn't ring a bell at all. So,
It seems to be that... Sorry, go ahead.
So it sounds like I might be missing out a little bit there.
Well, no, not really. I mean, they're all just, sugary kid cereals. But it looks like Alan Heffley is back at the Spider Boss, and he's making good headway. He's actually, progressing relatively well.
Just a Man
All things considered.
doesn't want soda anymore. He's on a strict water diet, probably.
Probably waiting for his pumpkin spiced latte as he fights the pumpkin boss.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a good set of hits. As long as he doesn't get chain hit, he's probably gonna be good. But those chain hits can really get you.
Whether it's chains, whips, or other metallic objects of some sort. That hopefully, when the pumpkin boss drops his seed everywhere, you got to think to yourself, like, what are they? Are those like actual pumpkin seeds? Are they mini pumpkins? I can't really tell.
I think my mind went to a very dark place. I think we're probably rated. What are we rated here, Arma?
This is always a PG-4. We're always PG-4 here. I believe that's
so
what
what's
we
the
are here
4
at
stand
DAV.
for? 40?
Stands for 4. What do you think it stands for?
Well, PG-4. So is it like what? 4 people have to agree that it's okay?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's the committee of 12, but then, you boil that down to maybe three different committees of 4. And then, you know what? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm not going to talk like I understand what's going on. Unfortunately, Alan Heffley knows exactly what's going on and that he just can't get past that goat.
Yeah, that goat is like his nemesis here. Just wants none of his business. Get out of his building.
Yeah, he's got to exorcise the demon out of the church with that Star of David on the ground.
Well, I mean, who's the undead here? Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy?
Well, now we're getting into some existential crises here. I don't know. Do you have something to report to us, Thorwald?
Just a man won. That's what I saw. He took out the pumpkin. He stands a very good chance of making the brackets now, I'm pretty sure.
Well, way to go, GG to Justin Man 114 with a time of 1931. Very impressive. That'll I think that lets him advance. But speaking of advancing, Alan Heffley is still trying his darndest to get past that neon goat.
Goat is too strong. Just can't take him down. Too fast.
Too furious.
So this is take... I don't even know at this point.
Maybe to Alan Heffley, it's just like another drop in the bucket because this is one guy that shows determination and will hopefully see this through. Not sure how much longer he'll be able to put up with it, but gosh darn it, he's going to keep on trying and whisk those bats away as best that he can.
I guess something to note is that he did use a password to get here, and that does lower his life total by some amount. I'm not sure what you'd normally have stage 3, but you just start with 8 from the password, I believe.
Yeah, no matter where you use the password, you're going to be kind of stuck at 8. But, it's as long as you're conservative with your hits, hey, look, as long as you're conservative, you can pull through like you just did.
That's a victory right there for the Alan Heffley, I'd like to say. GG for that.
Yeah, I mean, small victories where you can get them, of course. And he seems to be making pretty good headway on the Deviltown areas here.
Oh.
Hopefully he picks up the shotgun.
No. Well, just a man did it, so this will be fine.
Yeah, I mean, it also gives us a different perspective on the fight. It isn't just boom, 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 then you're done. We actually get to see, the mechanics of how the boss works. Throws out 4 little flies and then dips down himself for a go.
Yeah. You want to hit him when he dips down. Alan Heffley has dodged the flies pretty well, but getting that hit, there you go.
Yeah, and you got to watch out for that one occasional dive bomber fly that just hones right in on you. You see that last one there?
Yeah, it came second that time. He's just beelines right at your face.
Ah, beelines, very nice.
I'm disappointed you didn't have any comments during the spider fight, Arma, about how you love spiders.
I'm actually terrified of spiders, unless they're video game spiders, but as graphics do get more and more realistic, I do become a little more apprehensive about video game spiders. Even though I know they're not real, they're still, they give me the giblies.
So you wouldn't wear one of those 3D goggle things and then enter like a little place filled with realistic spiders?
Oh, heavens no. You're talking about my worst living nightmare.
I know someone's Christmas gift.
Well, I'll thank you for it, and I'll probably just sell it on Craigslist or something like that and make a fortune.
Oh, right. That's how you make fortunes, Craigslist, right?
I'm not really sure how Craigslist works, as I just use something up here called Kijiji, which I guess
what
is maybe
in the
like
world is that?
you post ads, and you meet up with people, and then you trade goods and money and stuff. I think that's how
trade
Craigslist
goods.
works.
That's what they call it these days, huh? Okay.
Yeah, it's like how we trade beaver pelts and moose heads and stuff like that, right? Do we still do that?
It's all bartering, right? There's no cash up there.
Yeah, I believe down here we call it dickering.
Oh
Because, you
gosh.
got a dicker, right?
Sure, sure. I think I've heard that word maybe once in the past decade,
Potentially.
and it was probably this
The
time right here.
Alan Heffley making it to Fork Boss, Fork and Knife, Fork and Spoon.
Dinner
Guy
Ninja.
from Bald Mountain.
Well, he's being a little trolly with the RNG. Just anytime he likes to be in left and those little whatever you call those bullets get in your path, that's just annoying.
I dislike it the most when he's all the way at the left, like right there, and then the next time all the way at the right. It's like, God, make up your mind.
But yeah, this boss isn't generally an issue. It might eat up some time, but there's no real threat of death here. I actually died to him once, but I'm pretending that never happened.
I am thankful for the little celebrations that Alan Heffley brings to his small victories, which is very nice because all these small victories will eventually add up to a big victory when hopefully he completes the game.
Yeah, we'll see how he goes. His life total is pretty good. Starting at stage 3, he didn't lose too many life bars, I think. We'll see how far he gets.
Yeah, the thing with Sleepaway Camp is that, yeah, it can just eat your life away extremely quickly because, whether it's spikes or whether it's the spiky tree trunks, just everything is just out to get you.
I think by far this has. Oh, did he just get hit by a stalactite?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
thinking those are stalactites. Yeah.
Yeah, stalactites are the ones from the top, and stalagmites are the ones from the bottom.
This
Thank you,
English lesson
biology
brought
and
to you by
science.
Armageddon Time.
Da, 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 da.
The more you know. All right, let's see how careful he's going to be here. Probably a little bit careful. I mean, you do get a bucket later on, but you got to get to the bucket first.
Gotta watch out when the crab's in the bucket.
Coach Crab? Does he live in a bucket or something?
No, I think that's SpongeBob. No, no, wait, that's the pineapple.
Oh, he's being careful. You don't really want to cut that one down, though.
No, but he did it
He's
anyway
going for
because
it.
he's a rogue.
He's daring. Let's see how the wolf guy goes. Oh, no bucket even. All right, very daring.
Bucket list. Look at this guy. Can you believe it?
I can definitely believe it, but it's got to be rough. Yep.
Taking on the fruit brute himself. Oh, that's unfortunate.
And he has decided, you know what? I took out Neon Goat. I'm good. Melvin Hat for the Alan Heffley.
Like I said, small victories. He managed to get past the Neon Goat, but unfortunately, the fruit brute just got to the best of him. Oh well.
Well, I think that about does it for the race, Arma. Nice commentating with you. I think we're going to be sending it back to Hans. Do you have any final thoughts?
Well, the only final thought that I have is that's all the marbles. Oh, Hans.
Back to you, Hans.
All right, what's up, everyone? I'm Justin. I'm here with Dark Magician.
Hey, what's going on, Justin?
Just chilling. About to watch this race in between Thurwolf and Zeb in Group Leprechaun.
Are we watching a emulator versus console, or?
I'm not sure, actually.
Oh, there we go. That just answered it.
Oh, yep, there we go. Yeah, Thurwolf looking like he's on emulator.
Yeah, he had a little reset menu item that popped up.
Oh, I didn't even see that, actually. Yeah, I'm just looking at the color differences. But I actually I didn't see, so he did the reset trick, I guess.
Yeah, they both did.
Okay.
And for some reason, Thurwolf took longer to do it, so whatever.
I feel like sometimes when I do it, I accidentally like press start the second time too fast, and then you have to like press it again.
Yeah, it's a
It was a
dumb.
little.
It's a dumb trick. I mean,
Yeah, why did it have to go and get discovered? Now we all have to do awkward things to reset our consoles every time we want to start a run.
yeah, I think Jam was saying that he has to use a different capture card altogether because sometimes when he resets, it won't pick up the video feed in time.
Yeah, that my old capture card, or I guess I still have it, but I don't use it for retro anymore. But yeah, did the same thing. It wouldn't have worked for me if I was still using that.
And then you got the people on GV USB, which will just lose audio. when you reset.
Yeah, you gotta go do some circumventing little tricks so you don't do that.
So, what's your opinion on Pet Cemetery?
It's a good movie. I actually haven't seen it in a while, but man, that would have been a good one to watch again around Halloween, I think.
Yeah. What's one of your favorite Stephen King books, or do you prefer to watch the movies?
Yeah, I haven't read. I don't know if I've even read an entire Stephen King book in my life. I'm not a huge reader for whatever reason. Movies. I really liked The Mist. That was Stephen King, right?
Sure. We'll go with that.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I don't think these guys like Stephen King books either.
Yeah, they're just taking care of him.
These are probably Dean Koontz. Nobody likes those books.
Zeb's got maybe a 5-second lead here, but this boss, as we know, can troll. Nice first hit there for Zeb.
Yeah, Thurwolf
Oh,
missed.
missed it. Yeah, it's gonna cost him more.
Oh wow, man, look at that. He just pegged him right in the corner.
Yeah, clean
So,
fight.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say clean fight and clean fight afterwards for Thurwolf after getting the second hit there.
This race is basically pointless though.
Yeah, Thurwolf is already locked in to the playoffs, and Zeb is unfortunately gonna miss.
So,
Well, playoffs.
are you guys
I
in
say,
relegation?
brackets.
Like, is that your groups?
Yeah. So I believe no, I don't. Well, yeah. There's I think the top two in the bracket. So like whoever makes the finals for the bracket of the Cesspool, I believe will make the relegation. Or is it? No, they don't. There's no relegation race. I think it's just like an automatic promotion for the top two, right, to the bowl. If I'm not mistaken.
So you guys are Cesspool, or are you bowl?
Yeah. This is Cesspool.
Okay,
Yeah. This
yeah,
is
then-
Cesspool. Yeah.
Nothing happens. Try again. I just noticed that I really like Zeb's screen. He has this amazing watermark.
Actually, can't really tell what that is. Oh, now I see it.
It's quite literally, it says watermark.
Yeah, it kind of it kind of disappears sometimes with the artifacting and the graphics, I guess. But then it all of a sudden just appeared. That was amazing.
That's some next level Stephen Hawking stuff going on there.
Amazing. Let's see what they're doing for roots. We got 2 low roots. I
Yep.
approve of the low root.
It's safe.
Yeah.
I find it interesting that both of these guys have the exact same number of kills.
I mean, I feel like usually that's gonna be the same, right? For, well, maybe, I guess they're still somewhat early in the run. I guess it might change later.
I think they missed some worms and whatnot in the sewer, so it was just weird that they
Yeah,
had the same number.
that's true. And unfortunately, Zeb is having some trouble. You might take a death here.
This death sends you back to the beginning of the sewer.
Watermark. Came very
Waterlog.
visible there, yeah. And that
I
was
guess
low route, so he must have. I actually missed it, but he must have either mistimed the jump or.
yeah, he jumped early.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say the first time I did it, I kind of jumped and then hit B, and it obviously didn't work because I just jumped right into the enemy before I swung my.
I guess this is fitting for Zeb though. He's already in the cesspool and he just wants to stay in the cesspool, so
Yeah. He can stay here the whole race if he wants. I hope he
be here
doesn't.
next season too.
Same game 2 seasons in a row. Surprise.
Here's the Spaceballs alien that pops out of your chest and does the "Hello, my baby" dance.
Yeah, which I just found out apparently is like a lot of RNG on how fast this fight's gonna go.
Yeah, this game
And
is
I don't
it's
think
dumb.
we can control it, so yeah.
It's no Yoshi. It's no Yoshi's Cookie. I'll tell you that.
Been watching a little bit of you guys doing that.
Yeah, you need
Looks
those
like a
science
fun game.
streams.
And yeah, this spider boss is just too long.
Zeb's about to be there himself.
Oh, he takes the fall. I've done that plenty of times. It's hard to remember these spider rooms are there.
Yep.
And pretty much, there's like 3 or 4 rooms in the entire game, or screens that you appear on that you like don't want to be holding right. Everything else you just like holding right. So I think it's kind of natural.
Thorwolf's going to go head to the church, going to get married. I guess going to the chapel. Is that how that song goes?
I have no idea.
You don't know that song? Go
I don't think
to
so.
the chapel and we're gonna get married.
I
No?
don't think so. I don't think
Oh,
so.
wow.
No.
Go
Maybe
to
if I
the
heard it with the music, I
chapel
don't know.
of love. It's like, I don't know, 60s, 50s. You
Yeah,
hear
it's
it at
possible
sock
I've
hops
totally
kind of
heard it.
thing.
Yeah, I've probably totally heard it. Maybe I just don't recognize it when you sing it.
Because I'm butchering it, yeah. I make
Possible. Another RNG sort of boss here with these techno birds.
Man, look at all those snakes on the table, though.
Are those snakes? Yeah, I guess
they?
they are. Couldn't. I thought they were like chains or something, but yeah, no, they do look like snakes. There's also like pictures of snakes.
This guy really likes snakes.
He's a weird dude, and we'll see him again later. I mean, I assume it's the same guy. Maybe it's a different guy.
I don't know. Maybe he's just part of a
Comes
clan.
back from the dead. Yeah. Shotgun for Thorwolf. Smart move.
Yeah, these guys are picking up their Lucky Charms out of these trash cans. What's your favorite Marbit?
My favorite Muppet?
Marbit.
I don't even know what a Marbit is.
It's a marshmallow bit from Lucky Charms. I had this conversation.
They
with
have
with
different.
Larry the
They
other
have
day.
different flavors. I didn't know that. Like, do they actually taste different?
No, they all taste like marshmallows. Marshmallows and heavily food dyed.
That's a weird question. I've never.
You don't have a
I've
favorite?
never thought
shape?
about this. Never put thought into this. And in fact, I haven't actually had Lucky Charms in a while. But I guess
You get your hearts, you get your stars, you get your the horseshoes,
clover. Yeah, the horseshoe.
the clovers.
There's the gold pot, right? I think the gold pot, right?
Yeah, that's a gold pot.
Yeah, I like that one. Let's go with that one.
It's a good choice. I like the red balloon myself. I usually left them to last. Like
They're
I'll eat
normally,
everything
like,
around them.
Kind of faded pink though.
Yeah.
Oh, Zeb's taking another death here to the goat boss, unfortunately. It's gonna set him back another minute or so. Maybe not quite a minute. 40 seconds, but
We got some pink sharks. Left shark, right shark. Katy Perry.
there's a lot of. I haven't had Lucky Charms in a while. They haven't like changed it or anything, have they? Is it still like the same?
I think they've
'Cause I know
added
a lot of
more.
cereals
Well, I
they've
know.
changed.
I know for a fact that they added unicorns to it. But
Okay, well that's not that bad.
no,
Like tricks, like when I was a kid, tricks were like the shape of fruit, you know, and now they're just balls, and they, I don't know, it's like not the same.
yeah, it's just like fruity flavored kicks.
Yeah, and and speaking of kicks, I don't know if you like the berry kicks, but they aren't the same anymore either. They taste
never-
totally different.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Really? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're basically exactly what the kicks are. I mean, the tricks are now. So
Yeah,
different taste, of course. But same shape and everything.
I don't know. We always buy the off-brand anyways.
Off-brand stuff's not bad actually.
No,
don't know
usually
why.
it's pretty good. We get the multi-meal, but
I used to get the Fruit Loops ones that were called like Fruity O's or something, I think.
nice.
They tasted basically the same.
Yeah.
I don't really notice a difference.
So Thurlwith's making his way through this another sewer section, I guess, or river, aqueduct.
Oh man, getting in a little trouble here though. He's good though. Zeb takes care of the fly.
I love the cricket sounds. I really do.
It's the best part of the soundtrack, really. The
This
atmosphere
game-
is amazing.
Yeah, exactly. This game did a great job of nailing different environments. The church bells, the crickets, the synchronized swimmer that swims by herself.
Yeah, it's actually like, I don't know. It's like a really, kind of feels like it's a well thought out game. I don't know. Like, it's kind of a weird, stupid game at the same time, but like, I don't know.
I remember somebody came into the stream one time, was like, they're complaining about how cartoony this looked compared to real Splatterhouse.
Real Splatterhouse.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. The people are proportioned correctly, I guess. But I was just like, it's the same gameplay. All you're doing is changing the sprites to look better, like more realistic, and this is a video game. Come on.
Yeah, I think this game's pretty awesome just the way it is.
Yeah, I think Namcot did an awesome job at it.
Clutch job by Namcot for sure. Werewolf's heading to the final mansion.
Zeb's fighting the silverware guy.
Forkman, I actually love that guy. Another fight that has really good atmosphere.
We'll be saying goodbye to this game soon enough. We got playoffs coming up and some relegation races.
Yeah, it feels like this season's flown by pretty quickly. We're already moving into the brackets.
It'll be an early Christmas. See, nobody's detouring to Egypt this time.
I went there once. That I don't think I ever want to go to that level again. I don't even really remember it, but I remember it was bad and hard.
Yeah, the Japanese level, or Edo, or whatever you want to call that level, wasn't so bad. It was like lots of vertical movement, but the Egypt level is just so punishing with all those.
They had
trap
like the
holes.
trap. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah, no fun.
All right, Zeb's making his way to the werewolf cabin.
Almost
I guess
falling
is-
in the hole for wolf.
I guess it's just like a summer camp or something, and one of the kids turned into a werewolf and ate everybody else. All right,
I mean,
and hung
there's
people
also
too?
like random people hanging from trees, which is kind of and their bodies just fall off of their heads. So I don't know. It's weird.
Reminds me of my
It's a
camping
weird
experience.
place. Oh, Deb tried to get a bucket but missed. I think, unless he was just trying to avoid them.
Here's the Edvard Munch's Screamers. And on to the boss.
No soda for Thurwolf, so health is a little low. Should be enough, as long as he doesn't get careless.
So it's a soda, not a pop or a Coke.
It's definitely not Coke unless it's Coca-Cola, so I don't even know what that's all about.
I don't know.
But
Sprite's a pretty good Coke.
Yeah, it just makes no sense to me. But I mean, pop, I'll do pop. I don't say it, but like,
Yeah, I think Coke.
soda pop is like a thing anyway, right? People say soda pop, so it's kind of like the same.
I think Coke is just so prevalent in the South because of the whole being from Atlanta thing.
Yeah, that's
So-
probably. I mean, I understand why. You know, it's just it's probably been said for so long that you don't even think twice about it or whatever. So, but to me, obviously, someone who's never said it like that, when I hear Coke, yeah, that's all I think of is Coca-Cola.
Be British and call it like fizzy drinks.
So what do they say if they want, like, if they want a Pepsi, they say Pepsi, right? But if they want a Coke, do they actually say Coca-Cola?
I think most places say Coca-Cola. Are
Okay.
you talking about in the South?
Yeah, in the South, yeah.
No, we'll just say Coke.
Coke, okay.
Yeah. What kind of Coke do you want? Do you have Coke? Yep.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But usually it's like, what kind of Coke? Diet Coke or regular Coke?
Yeah, regular. That's probably how I would term it. Looks like Thurwolf's doing just fine. I don't even think he's had. I don't even think he's missed a hit. Never mind getting hit. So,
How many hits are this boss
That was-
again?
16. Yeah. And that went by in a flash.
I know our fans, Hans Buttface, loves to know how many hits this final boss takes. It's something he always needs to have mentioned during a race.
Absolutely, and an 1824 for Thurwolf, and I believe that
That's a
he
solid
was
time.
already locked in, but yeah, that gives him a 3-0 record for the group stage.
Is that the best time in the group?
I'm actually not sure. It might be, or he might have had a better time in a different race. I can't even remember my own times, but I don't think I had one that good.
He's trying to clog up the drain and head his way into the bowl.
Yeah, it's gonna be 4 of us in that bracket with only 2 advancing to the bowl, so gotta win at least 1 to get in.
Be a good watch. Remember, tune in to twitch.tv/AngryLarry for all of your elite needs.
Zeb got picked up by a bat. Now he gets to head over to the fun pumpkin. He's gonna grab the soda.
So what's that mystery soda?
Man, I didn't look. There's actually like multiple different sodas there too, right? Man, he only gets
It
one.
looked
of them,
like
I guess, but...
like 6, or there's 6 cans. It looks like 3 of them are like Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
and then there's 3 that just have like literally have a question mark on them.
Question mark soda. I don't know. It could really be anything.
I know at summer camp we had the vending machine so there's a question mark button, and basically all they did was alternate all the sodas that were in the machine in there. So you just didn't know what you were getting.
It's kind of annoying. Why would you even want to press that button?
Why do you mix all the drinks when you go to the gas station and get a suicide? Because you're a
I
dumb
don't know.
kid.
Good call.
So while we sit here and watch this 2.5, 3-minute fight here, we just want to remind you guys that this stream is brought to you by the best of BGT. Make sure to order yours today. Find out more at angrylarrygaming.com/BGT.
Absolutely.
While you're there, you can also visit the merchandise store and pick up all the Lucky Charms that you want. Get your favorite Marbits.
But don't get tricks. They're bad now. Fruit Loops are still a solid cereal.
They
I
got
will say
like
that.
sprinkles on them now.
Do
Like,
they?
not kidding. They put like sugar-coated sparkles, as they call them.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you mean. Yeah, they've been there for a while, right? I don't
Yeah.
know. They don't really taste any different. I don't think.
No, they just cut your mouth better.
They're not the worst at that though. They are kind of bad.
No, that's the original Captain Crunch for some reason.
Yeah, Captain Crunch kills the roof of your mouth. It's just absolute destruction. 22-14 there for Zeb with the Melvin hat.
Well, at least he saved the girl.
Yep, they're
So
gonna
there's
hide
that.
behind the hat. Oh, she is doing something right there.
Bouncing up and down.
Yep. Wow. Well, unfortunately for Zeb, he's gonna go 1-2 in the group. He'll remain in the cesspool. And Thurwolf's gonna move on for a chance to get into the bowl.
You got anything else to add, or it's gonna do it for us?
I don't think I got anything else. I was trying to think of like another cereal thing I could bring up, but I mean,
All right, so milk and oatmeal.
milk in oatmeal?
Yeah.
I've never done it with milk. I usually have just made oatmeal with water.
No, like you make the oatmeal like normal, and then you pour the
Oh,
milk
and then
in.
just put milk in it?
Yeah.
I've never done that. I don't think I would. I think that would make it worse for me. I'm not a huge milk guy, unless it's in cereal, I guess. But I don't know. Who knows?
That's not
Maybe
my
I would
house.
like it.
I just bought 3 gallons 2 days ago, and it's already gone.
3 gallons of milk? Wow. So your
Yeah.
kids must like it.
Yeah, dumb kids.
Yeah, I never liked it. Anyway, I guess we should
Alright.
send it back to Hans now. So
Yeah,
let's
sounds
do
good.
it. See you later, everyone.
And here are the final group standings in Group Leprechaun. Thurwolf secured his number 1 seed last week, but he continues on at 3-0. Justman 114 with his victory will be the 2nd seed. Zeb Gedney and the Alan Heffley will be waiting until Season 8 for their next matchup. As we head on over to Group Killer Tomato, everything is uncertain here. BT's is in the process of making up his missed races, but realistically still anyone can make the playoffs in this group. And we'll take you to a match featuring the top 2 players in this group, both 1-0. The winner will secure a playoff spot.
Hey everybody, it's me, Dig Shake, and I'm joined by Justin Man. You got a bunch of numbers after your name, but I don't remember what they are.
They're not important. You can just
Okay.
call me Just. You know the deal.
And we got a race today between Zyrak and Uro in group regular tomato. I mean, it doesn't look like a killer tomato at all, does it?
Yeah, just really just doesn't even have a face. It's just a regular tomato.
It's just
I don't know.
It's just a tomato. I'm not afraid of it at all. But I haven't seen either of these guys play. Have you?
I think I saw Zyrak for the little intro we did with the like kind of tutorial run, I guess, where we had the comparison on the side. That was before we started any of the races. But yeah, I don't think I've seen Uro play yet.
Well, they're both 1-0 in the group so far, so this race with some potential seeding implications for group regular tomato. Uro not even trying to dance, so he's already on my bad side.
I missed the beginning too, but I'm assuming Zyrak did the little reset strat, because he did arrive a couple seconds before Uro.
Yeah,
here.
I think you're right. All right.
Yeah, this is definitely the most exciting part of the run.
It's you might say it's a thriller.
It's somewhat calming when you're playing, I feel like. Cause
I thought I would get annoyed with it. I thought this was gonna be Space Mountain of this game, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You don't really have to pay attention too much. And even if you get hit a couple times, it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't matter at all. Not one bit. Looks like Uro did take a couple hits there, but it's whatever.
Yeah, you get a refill right there, so good to go. There's actually a lot of refills you can get early if you need, like, these boxes have refills in them. If you want to grab them, but you shouldn't really need them.
And while they're hitting some books, I feel like I just have to bring this up. Why'd you jinx my Valley of Death run?
Is that what that was? Was it just a jinx? Because I was just referencing my previous Valley of Death, like an hour before that, which I lost nearly a minute. It was wonderful.
That sucks. Well, I think you still won that race, so.
Yeah.
And it didn't actually work because I had a pretty good Valley of Death anyway, so. Nice try, Justin.
Gotta try to do what I can to get some lead changes going on. Didn't see either of these guys get the initial hit, but
Zyrak's got a pretty good stunt. They both had a pretty good stunt going there.
I think Zyrak had a slightly slower fight. Initially, like, took him a while to get it over there in the corner, but once they both got it in the corner, he's pretty much kept it there.
Well, Uro made up his, 2.5 second deficit from the reset, and they're basically neck and neck.
Yeah, we're virtually synced here. And just now I learned you can jump to that second step.
Oh yeah, you actually clipped through it a little bit. Yep.
I knew you could do it, like, I've done it by accident, but I, like, get stuck. Didn't look like they got stuck.
No, you just don't hit left or right at all. You just jump straight up and you're good.
I'm gonna start doing that.
I mean, it probably saves a few frames at most, but...
Oh yeah. It's a short enough game, it's worth it, though.
That's true.
Let's see how their jump timing is here.
That was something that I learned the other day. I was like, why are people jumping all the time? But...
Ooh. Nice one for Uro. Yeah, that was a really good one. Like, he didn't even... if you do it at the right time, you kind of, like, land on the floor as it breaks, and you basically just go right through perfectly.
It looked like Zyrak took a little bonk from the falling debris on the end. I hate it when that happens.
I didn't even know that could happen.
I mean, I might be making it up, but...
It should be able to happen, if it can.
I wonder if they're gonna do the fast strat or the water raft strat.
I think I'm done with the fast strat. I hate if you screw it up more than once. It's just a loss at this point.
Well, yeah, I mean, I remember your last race. You were having some trouble with that.
Yeah, definitely didn't do so well there. That was actually that was me doing the low strat and messing it up.
Oh, okay, and then you.
So it's even worse.
Yeah. Well, there we see Uro going down low and taking care of business. Zyrak's up top and.
Oh wow, yeah, that was clutch there at the end.
He did take a few bops though.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be a little careful. If he can get through the next section, he should be fine on health.
It's gonna give Uro, I don't know, 5-10 second lead, something like that.
No shotgun strats for Uro, interestingly. Let's see if Zyrak grabs one. Nope.
I
Thought it
don't
was
use the
consensus
shotgun.
to go ahead and use it here. Oh, okay.
I don't use
I like
shotgun.
it for the chainsaws.
Well, see, what if you get him synced up though? Like, well, Uro had him synced up, and then
Yeah.
I think if
I
you
don't
can
know,
get the
I feel like-
chainsaws synced up, that the shotgun's not extremely.
Yeah, that's true.
necessary.
If you can just get that, yeah, that sweet hit right. Yeah, Zyrak's doing it right now. I seem to always get them out of sync when I don't have the shotgun. The second chainsaw fight's a little tougher for me. Maybe it just takes a little more practice. I feel like that one, you only lose, like, I shoot it once in the streak to, like, clear those bugs, but other than that, it doesn't really lose any time.
Yeah, that's true. This fight, spider boobs, just I really hate this fight a lot.
Yeah.
It's so boring. And sometimes
It's
the spiders
boring.
get out of sync, and I don't know how to recover from that. It's just
Yeah, sometimes they'll be dropping, like, 3 or 4 at a time for some reason. And that, like, or, like, 2 of them from the top, and then, like, that side one comes out.
every time I'm here, I just imagine some guy, in Japan making this game. It's like, how many spiders should I throw out of this woman laying on the table? I don't know. How about like 100? That would be fine. He doesn't even like test it or anything. He's like, all right, next part, we're done.
It's gotta be, I haven't timed it, but it feels like a full minute or more.
It's a long
of
fight.
fighting. Yeah, it's gotta be a good chunk of the run right there. I mean, it's got nothing on the final boss, obviously, but that's kind of like the midway.
Well, and two, like, where do they come from? Is there like a hole in the table where they're crawling up through the woman? Because they're not all inside of her at the beginning. There's no way.
Maybe they expand when they touch oxygen. I don't know. It'd be really weird.
Yeah, well, this game's kind of weird, so.
All right, here's a fight that can go really bad really quickly, in my experience. See how Uro tackles it.
Doesn't look like he's gonna go for the quick kills on those flying dudes. Pretty hard to pull off anyway, but
He is getting kills. I have more trouble doing what he's doing now until they actually start dipping down like that.
Zyrak's trying to do the quick ones, and I feel like even if you can get a few of them, it's still a help.
Yeah. Oh, we had the stun lock with that final bat thing. Alright, he gets the kill. Health is going to be a concern. Zyrak
Yeah.
does not have to deal with any more bats.
Well, he's gonna get a burger right away. This next. Oh wait, no, sorry.
No, yeah,
I
you don't get health
wrong.
on this one. Well, he could stop for candy if he wants, but
I forgot about Jeff Goldblum. I was thinking he was on the beach already.
yeah, he should be fine though. I just know sometimes you can take a hit to a pumpkin and then it ends up being 2 or 3 hits, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
The
you could even
iframe.
consider taking early shotgun if you're like really
True.
worried about it. You can still blast through that whole level. You only need 4 for the fly, so.
yeah, and it just disappears after this level too, because it's a stage change, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So
Now he's good. He'll pick up some cheeseburgers. So, I mean, the lead hasn't really changed all that much. It's still that same. Uro might have gained a little bit more time, but basically that
Yeah.
5-10 second gap.
striking distance. I mean, he could. There could be. Trying to think of things that would specifically give up that amount of time, maybe falling through the floor in the clock room or something. But
Or a bad werewolf fight, taking a death, or
yep. Yeah, taking a death at the end of a boss fight is not gonna be good. This part here for Uro is tricky. Alright, not too
very
bad.
well.
Zyrak gonna be coming up on the same part.
Taking it a little slower there, it looks like.
I really hate this part. It's tough.
I think it's probably one of the more technical parts of the whole game, honestly.
Yeah, to get through there fast. I don't know if there's... I think I've watched a few different of the top runs, and I don't even think there's a method where you can really just no-stop it. Kind of have to do some hesitations. I guess you could just swim, you know, and be safe, but that's certainly slower.
Yeah. Oh, a little bit of bad RNG on the fork ninja. I feel like losing one hit on fork ninja is pretty average, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like I usually lose one, but more than that, kind of sucks. Yeah, when the left side one is the worst, I think. It's the hardest one to get to, even if you're in the middle sometimes.
Yeah, his hitbox is a little skewed to the left, isn't it?
It feels like it is. I mean, it looks obviously like it is, but it kind of feels like it too. Nice jumps there from Uro over the spiders without even slashing at them. I missed it, but I don't know if he remembered about the spikes that me and I'm sure a lot of people always forget are there. Let's see if Zyrek remembers them.
Uro remembered they were there. It's hard to get over them without taking at least one hit, though, even if you remember.
That's true, yeah. Like the 2 or 3 times I've actually remembered, I think I still took... One time I got over, but took like a forward boost of damage, so that wasn't so bad, but...
Zyrek broke the box in front of that pit. I didn't know that was a thing you could even do.
Yep, that one has... I think it just had candy in it, or did it actually have a burger?
I don't know. I mean, he's doing well on health, but...
Yeah, I think he just wanted to make sure he's got enough to damage boost here.
Uro picking up a bucket. He's not awful on health, but he wasn't great either, so...
Yeah, why not? I mean, doesn't cost too much. I usually grab it. Of course, you do get massive refills in the next level.
Zyrek also grabbing a bucket, even though he's almost full health. So they're about one boss fight apart. One werewolf fight apart.
Yeah, it's about a 1307 starting the level there. For Uro. This was like one of the hardest bosses when I was first playing this game. For sure.
That Larry at your house? You know, watching Twitch? I know that's how he likes to watch it.
In the bathroom.
Yeah. I don't know, or maybe that was you. You been sitting at the toilet this whole time, man?
Got one right next to me. I stream from in there.
Oh, I bet you do. Good acoustics, right?
Yeah, and then I don't really have to go far if I need to do stuff, yeah.
That's the speedrunner's trick right there. That's how you get those marathon sessions in.
That's why I don't use cam, obviously.
Bottles are too messy. It's gonna take something pretty major here for Zyrek to get back in this one, I think. At this point. Just not a lot left.
Yeah, it almost would have to be just like a death to the final boss at this point.
Falling through the floor.
Girl's playing well.
Falling in a hole would get it kind of close, but I think he could still even take a fall and still.
Yeah, maybe
a small lead.
Need like 2 falls. Having good chainsaw fight too. Nice, nicely done. Yeah, still about a boss fight apart, as you said earlier.
Going to, this is like one of my least favorite sections of the game here, those stupid bats. There was a while where I'd get picked up like every single time, going through, not that bat room, but the second one.
Yeah, I've gotten picked up a bunch of times. At this point, I just kind of make sure to spam B
Oh.
anytime in the air.
Oh no, I jinxed
Did you
it.
get? I just looked over. Yeah, saw him falling to the ground. Nice.
He didn't.
Doesn't cost too much.
Yeah, it didn't fall in a hole.
Nice room there. That room could spiral out of control.
And we're on the final boss. So it looks like Zyrax just got 1 or 2 more rooms left to go as well. He's gonna be... Oh, that room is nasty.
Yeah, that's the one that can really, they can just push you around a lot.
So he's about 20 seconds behind entering this final boss fight.
Yeah, almost. I mean, with that, you're really not going to lose 20 seconds unless it's dying.
No, not on this boss. If it were a different game with a real final boss, you might lose 20 seconds.
I mean, you can definitely lose 5 to 10, I'd say. Just like not getting initial hits and like having to jump around and stuff, but it'd be pretty tough to lose 20.
You still got your pumpkins from Halloween, or did you toss them?
No.
No.
No, they gone.
See, I always like to leave them out there until they get real nice and moldy. Then my wife complains.
Don't like squirrels come by and just eat them?
Yeah, and birds usually. Yeah, but they won't eat them when they're moldy though.
That's true, but I figured they would just eat them before that gets to that point.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of pumpkin for one squirrel, but yeah. There's also like hawks and stuff in my yard that eat all the squirrels, so we don't actually have that many around here.
Maybe hawks like pumpkins?
Maybe. No, I don't think that's right. I think they eat meat.
Yeah, maybe they like pumpkins and they just don't know though. They've
Well,
never tried.
Could be. Uro,
taking a couple hits there.
yeah.
Actually, he's taking
taking a few.
quite a few here. He's gonna have to be a little bit careful.
I mean, he doesn't have many hits left, but
In fact, I think,
there he goes.
yeah, that was the last one, yeah.
Clutched it out. Zyrak not going to be too far behind.
This is a pretty good time for Uro here, too. This is like an 18:10, maybe? At least on the timer on screen. We'll get the final time. 18:16, nice.
Nice time. How about that rat boss, though, basically deciding this race? Zyrak just,
Yeah.
fortunately going top route and getting bopped a few times, and I mean, that's most of the margin of victory right there.
Yeah, I think at this point for me, at least in races, I'm definitely not going to be doing the top route. If it's a PB attempt, I could totally, it's not
But-
that far into the game, you know?
Putting up an 1841, unfortunately taking the loss. I believe the way that the regular tomato bracket is currently sitting, both of these runners still have well, I think Uro's pretty much a lock, right?
Yeah, I think Uro wins the group, if I'm not mistaken. And
Zyrak
I believe
is-
Zyrak is in
He's
if.
He's 1-1, right?
He is, yes, he'll be 1-1 now, and Uro's 2-0. Okay, it looks like, yeah, BT could win the group at 3-0 if those races end up happening.
But Uro definitely in, I think, no matter what, whether he's first or second. I think he's earned himself a slot. And Zyrak still has a chance, just needs to see how things shake out the rest of the group.
Yeah, and an unfortunate Melvin hat, too. It's only a two-way race here on this this broadcast, so kind
Yeah.
of gets the short end of the stick there, but I guess he can add it to the trophy case.
I wear my Melvin hats with pride around the house.
Hell yeah. I still got all mine from last season.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this race. You got anything else?
I got nothing. Send it back to Hans.
Back to you, Hans.
And Europsilis will move on with that victory. he has one more race left against BT's. Jackamus Wedge is eliminated because in a three-way tie situation where 3 players are 1 and 2, Jack would lose out in the completed games tiebreaker. Even if BT's forfeits all 3 games, Zyrak would then win the head-to-head tiebreaker against Jackamus Wedge. So it is a battle between Zyrak and BT's for the final slot, and we'll have those races for you next week. Now we're going to go to the quad box, which is going to feature matches from the bowl, one from Group Michael Myers and one from Group Leatherface. You can see the Group Michael Myers standings here. Jam Evil and Edge Stream have punched their ticket. Dig Shake and Puke 7 are going to be headed to the relegation race, but they're going to get a practice race in here. They are matched up in week number 3. Over in Group Leatherface, Armageddon Time and Zarnax 42 are going to be racing to see who makes the bracket round. We will see that race next week. This week, Angry Larry and Random Effect are going to join Dig Shake and Puke 7 in the quad box. Angry Larry is 2-0. He secured the number 1 seed. Random Effect is unfortunately headed back to the relegation race for the 2nd season in a row. Let's head on over to Unos XX. And the guy he did commentary with that I don't remember right now.
Hello, everyone. I am Bent Glass Tube. I'm joined by Unos 20.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Doing pretty well. Yourself?
I'm great.
So yeah,
I
we
think
got
I'm still
some.
full of turkey.
Oh man, tell me about it. I've been eating leftovers like every day, every meal.
Oh, all right. Okay, all 4 players have used the new tech to skip the opening cutscene. Sweet.
Yeah, it looked like Dig Shake had a different title screen than everyone else too. I don't know if that's an approved change or not. We'll have to get the final word from the tournament administrators.
Yeah, we'll have to check with various discords on that too. See what they think.
Yeah,
He might have to provide a skill check.
skill check, and it's not clear if his ROM will save him 2 minutes or more. I guess we'll find out in about 18 minutes.
Puke has foreshadowed his impending Melvin hat by taking a hit from a zombie on the first level.
You don't
Maybe
see
he'll
that too
recover
often.
though. You can see now that his thriller dance is out of sync with everybody else's.
Yeah, and he didn't want to participate in the dance himself at all. Larry's going ham with the cleaver up there too. He must still be taking his aggression out on his turkey.
Ha. So, do you get down on the dark meat more or the light meat of the turkey?
I'm a big fan of the dark meat myself. I think light meat is I don't know, it's not as flavorful, you know. You need that extra oomph from the darkness.
Yeah, especially with turkey, you know. Maybe
Yeah,
chicken breast sometimes is moist
yeah.
enough, but turkey.
I don't understand why like turkey is such a popular thing for Thanksgiving, because like turkey's kind of a bullshit thing to eat.
Yeah. I'm not really sure why we eat it. I'm fond of poultry, but it is just drier. Like I think the bigger the bird, the drier the meat. Is that a rule?
Yeah, that checks out, because like if you get like a Cornish game hen, that's super delicious, you know, super moist, never dried out.
Yeah, that's
like
what I'm going to
quail.
have next weekend. Quail.
The problem with quail is like, you know, 2 bites, then you're done. But yeah, like I don't ever eat turkey except for Thanksgiving because it's not very good.
Yeah, I just go right for the dark meat. But you know, there's people who they're afraid of dark meat. All right, we got a head fight going on. This is actually important. Random Effect has missed the corner, but Larry's kind of got in the corner. It's trying to fly away a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like Dig Shake took care of it pretty well.
Yeah, Dig Shake nailed it.
Larry struggled
Puke.
a little bit.
Look at Puke. He actually kind of was stun locking it the reverse direction. The head wasn't
Yeah.
flying away to the right.
I've never seen that. That's nuts. Yeah, it took me a long time to figure out like how to get that corner thing going. Because if you're like even a little bit away from the edge, the head will fly up into the air and be out of range for the next hit.
Yeah, it's a real pain. It's a big time sink. And let's see how everybody did on the spider. It's hard to remember. You hold right most of this game, but the spider room you don't. You gotta jump right away.
I think exactly one time I've remembered.
That's probably still better than some people. Got the knife fight here where you have to pardon the Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah, I wonder if it's possible for you to get a shotgun before this, and then you can bring a gun to the knife fight, which is kind of the opposite of what people say.
Yeah, you should definitely bring a gun to a knife fight.
Seems
If
like
you're
a
gonna-
good strategy. I haven't seen anyone do it though.
Yeah. See, I think that's a really good strategy. Maybe we can, if we just find a glitch and make a shotgun appear, that'll be the big game changer.
Yeah, that'll be the breakthrough we need for another elite world record. But we still got a few weeks of this season left, so there's still time.
Feels like it's gone kind of fast. I don't know why. I think without Space Mountain, somehow it goes faster.
Yeah, I mean, you still kind of got the auto scroller bit at the beginning, with the thriller and the whatever's after that I can't
Books.
think of. Books.
And then the knives, and then spider boobs, and this fight.
This game would be way better without bosses. Like, all of the bosses are just not fun. Well, not all of them. There's like the last boss is okay if it were 1/4 as long.
Yeah, the mouse boss is significantly, it's challenging enough. A lot of them are just extremely trivial. All right, second spider room. Anybody grab a shotgun here?
Neither Dig nor Larry nor Random went
No.
for the shotgun. Let's see if Puke. I'm a little torn on the shotgun strat there myself, because like getting through the spider room can be a headache with the shotgun.
Yeah, you can't forget what you're doing in that room, because if you don't jump right away, then you got a spider in a bad position. And Puke, Puke has, I think, held right. Oh, he's held right some more.
Yeah, the ground spiders are just, what a pain those guys are, shooting the little bullets.
Yeah, and you fall down here, you just get hit back and forth. It's terrible.
And if you do, if you come there with the shotgun, expecting to do the chainsaws with the shotgun, you fall down there. You're likely to have to spend a few shots clearing up those floor spiders.
Oh yeah, it snowballs badly if you make a mistake while holding that shotgun. You can't shoot in the air, you'll get pushed back. So you won't clear that jump at all.
Yeah, and then, here's, as discussed, another one of the just really just boring bosses.
But the best part about this is that, you bring up, like, maybe somebody grinding a world record out from the elite group on this game, and that fight you can just have like 8 seconds of slowness due to RNG, completely out of your control as far as we're currently capable. So yeah, that's fun. You're not going to get a world record if you lose 8 seconds on this fight. This game's really tight already.
Yeah, it is. It's there's not a huge amount of obvious improvement on the existing world record.
No, and the existing world record's only, what is it? It's like 13 seconds off the task? Now, the task can't take advantage of the menu strat at the beginning, so really the task could go on to like 09 or 08, but that's not much time.
Yeah, not at all.
I mean, half that half that distance would be the amount of time you could lose on Spider Girl. This goat fight's actually interesting.
This is one of the this is probably my favorite fight to do. Although like the bats are very frustrating, it's easy to get off pattern on them and like just take a bunch of hits. But the actual fight, it's one of the ones that there's like some skill that goes into it, I guess.
Yeah, it takes some focus. You can try to hit the bats as they're spawning and kill them that way. Dig Shake has 1 health left defensively, but the goat. Oh, did you see the goat's trying to stall on him?
Oh no! Takes a goat butt right to the face.
He was so close. He might have had 1 hit left.
Yeah, that's disappointing. That's a lead change on our bottom race too.
It is. Yeah, so I mean, you can try to hit the bats as soon as they spawn, so they never build up. But you can also just wait for them to fly up, bob one time, jump up and hit them. And that's a reliable way to keep them clean. You won't really miss. You won't mistime it. At least shouldn't.
Yeah, and then you just kind of all you got to pay attention to is if they go left and right.
Larry does a nice job cleaning up with the shotgun there, like getting shots about as early as I think you can. And you see Random Effect's gun shy because he's had problems with this before, and we've seen he's had him again. Look at that. What happens to Random Effect?
The fly looks much higher.
It does.
But like, did he? That's interesting. Did he do something strange going into that fight?
I don't know. The other thing is that when I've had the shotgun, I don't think I've ever really let that fly move around very much. So maybe he gets too high if you don't get him at the right time. And you saw that he was a little gun shy, which would lead to that outcome. Oh, this is the most annoying part in the whole game, I think.
Yeah, Muse guarding that burger.
Oh my goodness. It makes me rage every time.
So Puke's doing the fly without the gun. So I think we'll see another lead change here.
Yeah, we do. Yet the fly is going to drop 4 little babies before it ever comes down into the cleaver range.
Yeah, it's not that easy to hit him even when he does drop down. Puke does a much better job than I've done on cleaver strats there.
I was just doing a filler run a bit ago, and I stepped on the shotgun, or the can for the shotgun, and I got a candy, and that ruined the run. But I did bad strats, yeah. See, Larry's cleaning up here. I don't think he's missed any. This is the one to miss, though. Oh, what? What the heck was Larry's pattern? Larry missed one, apparently. That's interesting.
Yeah, I was watching Big Shake, so I didn't see which one he missed, but he must have to have that off pattern. When I first started playing this game, the forest levels were very frustrating and like aggravating, but they're actually a lot of fun once you get like the rhythm of them down. They go really smoothly and they're satisfying. Like the exit, the Octorok Cave exiting Death Mountain, satisfying.
Octorok Cave exiting. Oh yes, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of level that 5 is. It's a real speedrun level. There are a lot of damage boosts in it. So you want to be able to do all the scripted damage boosts, which, are going to cost health, and if you don't have enough health to do them all, it just makes the stage more difficult, and you end up taking a lot of damage anyway.
Yeah, that's the big problem with it too, is like trying to not take the damage boosts often ends up with you getting hit 3 or 4 times. It's like, you didn't have health to take the one hit, you're certainly not going to be in great shape after taking a few hits.
Larry has a good last section there. He made a lot of tough jumps without slowing down very much. Going for the pale strats.
Yeah, even going into this fight with pretty high health, the pale strats can pay off because there's you know, as you progress through the game, the health refills kind of become less common.
Yeah. Stage 6 refills you a little bit. There are a couple burgers in there that are... One of them is free, and the other one only really costs a few frames to get. But if you know how much health you need for the rest of the game, you could probably skip even the one that only costs a few frames. As long as you survive this wolf without dying, that's a really important thing in a race. You just don't want to die to this.
Yeah, and
random effects on his last hit.
Pretty close.
Oh dear lord.
And it's rough because it seems pretty random where the wolf is gonna bounce. You know, like for a while I thought he alternated jumping left and right after you hit him, but I feel like I saw him break that pattern at some point. But not only which direction, but how far he's gonna jump is something you have to like kind of just watch and react to.
Yeah, that's why the strat to be inside his hitbox right as his iframes are running out is a good one. Because you don't know if he's going back or forth, jumping big or small, and Dig Shake has to take another continue here right before Wolf Boss.
He decides to go in without a helmet.
Yeah, I think that at this point he decides it's not really necessary. Full health. Puke's just a little bit behind him here. Nearly full bar, so I wouldn't expect that either. Larry's been eaten by what to me is a pumpkin. A rotting pumpkin.
Looks like a big, gross, rotten pumpkin.
Yep. I just think when other people said that they really didn't associate that with a pumpkin right away, I'm like, oh, they must not have had the kind of parents who would leave a pumpkin on the step until January. Like I did. I don't know what you guys. You guys are missing it.
Growing up, it was usually cold enough that the pumpkins didn't immediately get that gross. But when I lived in Phoenix, like, day after Halloween, that's what pumpkins look like. It's still 90 degrees out in October there.
Yeah, Cincinnati is it's variable. It could be in the 20s and 30s, but it could also be in the 40s and 50s. So there's definitely going to be a time during the winter where Cincinnati warms up enough for a pumpkin to rot some more.
Oh yeah. Puke gets stun locked by the little flying guys and takes a fall down the bridge. So I've never seen that particular method of falling down.
Oh, I've definitely done it.
It's like Larry cruised through the final level here. He's going straight to the last boss.
Yeah. He's on a pace about a little over 18, it looks like. Because of this auto-scrolling boss. So, what kind of pie did you eat for Thanksgiving?
So, traditionally what we've done is CF207, who you might know from the internet, comes over and makes this caramel apple cream cheese pie. It's super messy and kind of falls apart, but it's delicious.
All right, so
that's what we had.
Caramel apple cream cheese.
I think that's what's in it.
That is an impressive pie right there. Weird. So no pumpkin pie?
No.
We wouldn't eat pumpkin pie after I saw this guy either.
Yeah, we made pumpkin bread and pumpkin cookies some time ago with the pumpkins left over from Halloween, but I think we gave most of that nonsense away.
Nice. We had chocolate cream pie, like chocolate silk pie, something, whatever you call it. A pie with chocolate filling, no top. I don't even really know how much of a pie that really is. Does it need to have a top on it?
I don't think so. I think you can have a topless pie.
Oh, you make it sound so sexy.
Isn't it?
I've done things to pies.
Oh, jeez. So what were the favorite sides that you had this year?
Green bean casserole.
Oh man, a Midwest tradition.
Yeah. Had it was just green bean casserole and a Caesar salad with romaine. That was it.
Oh, the romaine. Uh-oh. Hopefully you're not feeling sick.
Nah, I feel great, better than ever. Larry has taken out the pumpkin. He did 16 hits in there somewhere, didn't count them. Finishes with a time of 18-16, defeating Random Effect.
Yeah, we had some good races here, you know. The full-on disco we had at one point, all four players fighting the last boss, it looked like.
Yeah. Have there been any that didn't have that? I mean, this boss takes up half the game.
That's true. I don't know.
And then Angry Larry goes up to 3-0 with this. He's already had himself out of relegation. The other three players are all 0-2. So they're all going to relegation. Wow. Random Effect gets a Melvin hat.
Yeah. Even with the other two still going.
I know. Wow. It's rude.
I guess it's, you know, the spirit of Thanksgiving. We're giving out extra Melvin hats.
Oh, buddy. Extra Melvins. Who wants a Melvin?
Yeah, it's kind of entertaining to see that the last boss fight actually takes as long as the final credits.
Gross. I saw Puke there. He's on 2 bars, and he actually waited quite a bit there to take a shot at the pumpkin.
Oh yeah, I mean, taking a death at the last boss is just, you know, it's ridiculous time loss. Looks like Big Shake's gonna squeak this one out.
Oh, 2001.
Ooh. Puke
Good
is living dangerous there.
And then he stands in the corner and...
Who would do that? Who would do such a thing?
Oh no!
Oh goodness!
Good grief!
That is just very unfortunate.
Well,
you know, even though we already knew the outcome of the race, like that's got to be very frustrating to be. He must have been pretty close to done. I wasn't counting his hits either, but
I didn't see where the last spawn was, but yeah, he was definitely in the above 10.
Yeah, you know, when first learning this game, I found that even just counting how many times I'd hit the last boss helped me stay focused as I got to like a low health situation.
Yeah, and knowing where the next spawn is can help you not miss your next hit by, you know, focusing on, you know, this game you can't just let yourself be hit because it interferes with your ability to hit the enemy. So it does help to know where he spawns so that you don't get hit by his little baby pumpkins and you can hit him on his first drop.
But yeah, hopefully he'll be able to have a clean fight this time.
Oh, so here's something that might be different for Thanksgiving food. Do you guys have Hawaiian rolls at Thanksgiving?
We get Hawaiian rolls as a backup, and then if the wife is feeling motivated, she'll just make rolls, like, you know, bake them from scratch. But if not, we'll just have the Hawaiian.
Gotcha. I didn't know how common of a thing that was. So that's 2 of us. We'll check with chat and see how many they.
Yeah,
how many
maybe
of them,
we can put a poll in chat or something. I don't know if we have that power.
We'll do it live.
Just say it. Just say if you like Hawaiian rolls or have them at Thanksgiving. But yeah, we did some beer braised Brussels sprouts this year with bacon and beer and Brussels sprouts. It was quite nice. It was a new thing that we hadn't done before. Puke cleans it up.
Yeah, we're all done here. Pacing it out, see when you lose control of the character. There it is. A 23:33. Does he forget to dot done for about 30 seconds?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Dang. He got a Melvin hat for that.
I really like how the Melvin hat lines up with the ending scene here too.
Yeah, it's trying to get between them, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so I hope you, Eunice, and everyone in chat had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I think that's going to probably do it for us.
Yeah, we'll send it back to Hans Buttface in the studio. Take it away, Hans.
Here's our updated standings in Group Michael Myers. Dig Shake goes to 1 and 2 to close out his group round. Puke 7, 0 and 3. Again, both these players are in the relegation race, hoping to stay in the bowl and not sink to the cesspool. Jam and Edge will race next week, with the winner getting the number 1 seed. And Random Effect gets in his last race before he joins Dig Shake and Puke 7 in the relegation race. Angry Larry moves on to 3 and 0, does not have the tournament best average, but has realized you have to win races to do well. So that's what he's focused on this time around. Armageddon Time and Zarnax 42 race for the playoffs next week. No spoilers in chat if you happen to catch the Coach Crab versus Bent Glass Tube matchup on Thanksgiving during the second annual Bent Glass Tube Thanksgiving Day Marathon. That was a world premiere exclusive for that marathon. Coach Crab has already secured his spot in the playoffs and the number 1 seed. He holds the tiebreaker over D-Pad Danny and Nearm. Bent Glass Tube is on his way to the relegation race from Season 6 finalist, world record holder in the game for Season 6, to the relegation race. Bent Glass Tube is back. We are going to be replaying the race right now. Coach Crab 127 versus Bent Glass Tube.
Hey guys, welcome to the race tonight between Coach Crab, Bench Glass Tube. I'm Dark Magician. I'm joined by Angry Larry. And this is group Scary Terry.
Hello.
How's it going, Larry?
Hi.
So, yeah, what about these guys? Got anything?
Yeah. I watch Bent Glass Tube most nights, and he plays video games like this one. He just jumped right there.
He also likes to analyze them, and he's getting into these spreadsheets now, which is very Unos of him.
Do you know I was mesmerized by him playing Yoshi's Cookie in a shared spreadsheet for about 2 hours?
Shared in which sense?
In a sense that he dropped some facts in a spreadsheet and then shared it with everyone. And then I was looking at the spreadsheet while he was playing around with it, like formatting it, editing it. Michael Jackson boss, by the way. And he was moving the numbers around, the symbols around like they were the cookies, and clearing rows and clearing columns.
This is a good Michael Jackson song. Billie Jean. Billie Jean is not my lover.
Whoo! That had to be higher, didn't it?
Yeah, you got
in my
3
mind,
octaves.
yeah. And I'm not doing this with you right now.
Woo! So, yeah. So this guy's interesting. I like how he's I guess supposed to be blue. I'm going to weigh in on the emulator guy because he usually has more correct colors.
I think, well, I mean, he can play on emulator. He just has to comment after the race is over with his emulator number, serial number, product number, and proof of purchase.
It doesn't beat the good old original hardware, despite it not being original hardware since it's a flash card that uses SD. And those things weren't around in the 80s.
Right, but you gotta understand that you can't, in any way, shape, or form, manipulate a run if you're playing it on original hardware.
Yeah, I mean that never happens at GDQ in that little block that they call the SAT block or whatever.
I'm reading this site. It's very interesting. Coach Crab right now is favored by 35.5 seconds.
Those are good odds.
Those
What's
are
the over/under for combined race time?
over/under for combined race time is about 36:54. I think that says. I can't really read it because it's in seconds.
I'm taking the over. You always have to bet the over. Now, so you're saying it's in Canadian time? Do we have to bet in Canadian money?
No, you can't because Canada is not one of the eligible countries that can bet. It's only Burma and Prussia.
Oh, so no Antarctica either.
No, and Africa is not in there as well. That is a pretty excellent B. Arthur kill by both players.
Yeah, now they're going through this green or brown room, whichever screen you decide to look at.
This is one of those things that we can put on Twitter and be like, what color is the room? And we can just blow up the internet.
Is blowing up the internet still a phrase?
I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't read any Kim Kardashian TMZ articles in a long time.
Yeah, so speaking of the stupid phrase, Disney just released a movie for the sequel to Wreck-It Ralph. And the geniuses there decided to keep a phrase from a meme from like 3 or 4 years ago.
Aliens?
No, so it's Wreck-It Ralph, and so it's Wreck-It Ralph wrecks the internet, but it's not. It's Wreck-It Ralph breaks the internet because that stupid magazine cover of that chick that showed her butt or something. Was that a Kardashian?
I think it was, yeah. It was an
So
excellent,
yeah,
excellent chicken fight by both players as well.
yeah. See, when I first played this game, I thought you were supposed to fight the knives.
I actually thought it was one of those bosses that you didn't have to do anything. You can just dance over the knives or whatever.
That is how a lot of these bosses go. It's
Top
like
or bottom?
50-50.
Top or bottom? So I believe there's a saying that goes something like this. These guys have no marbles.
So speaking of top and bottom, I'm pretty sure that that's what we're looking at here, right? We got a top and a bottom.
Yes, absolutely. Both players did go underneath, though, for the kill. In fact, Coach Crab, I believe there was a splice there. He was in the bottom, went underwater, then all of a sudden he was on the far left of the screen.
I bet you we'll see the same thing when we get to the stupid pumpkin boss when he just decides to just disappear.
Not to be
But,
lost. I'm sorry, go ahead.
What I was going to say was, yeah, back to what I was saying is, this race doesn't matter. Coach Crab is the top and BGT is the bottom.
2-0 for Coach Crab, 0-2 for Bent Glass Tube.
This race means nothing, and the points don't matter.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But we're definitely going to read the credits in the style of chat's choosing. So go ahead and post some topics, or I guess, what would you call that? Post some ideas for us to read the credits.
So, we got to vote on some budget items. What do you think of $12 for doorknob repairs?
$12 for doorknob repairs?
Yeah, for an entire school.
Oh, yeah, I would go with it.
All right. What about recharging the fire extinguishers? This is a free service that's done by the fire department, by the way.
No, we don't pay for that because here's the thing. Like, there are some things that are just so important that if they get turned down, you kind of feel like they have to do them anyway.
I, for one, would like to see the cafeteria menus in advance so parents can adjust their dinner menus accordingly. I don't like the idea of my kid having 2 spaghetti meals in one day.
Dude, if I had spaghetti in high school, I'd be pissed off. It was either like chicken patty sandwich or like Monday's cheeseburgers came with French fries. Like you didn't have to pay additional, so you got one of those. Those are like the only two go-tos, man. Get 1 pack of Hellman's mayonnaise and then just like put it on the sandwich.
Yeah, my kids, they eat school lunch like every day, and usually it's normal stuff: tacos and pizza and cheeseburgers, corn dogs. Stuff we grew up on.
Oh yeah, there were tacos on Tuesday actually.
Yeah, always. But on their Wednesday they rotate meals, and one of their meals is hummus and pita chips.
No, that's not a meal.
That is their meal.
That's not a meal. Like if I get yelled at for Reese's peanut butter cups not being dinner, then that's not a meal.
I don't let them buy on Wednesdays.
Do they not have a choice of like 2 different menu items or 3? I feel like we
No.
had choices.
Well, not in elementary school.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Or
Elementary school was like pizza on Friday. Yeah, I think rib.
Yeah.
Remember rib sandwiches?
Oh God, yeah. They get the choice of peanut butter and jelly is every day of the week, and then the special item, which is disgusting hummus
Somewhere
for
around
some reason.
somewhere around my senior year, maybe it was my junior year, they actually had we had a cafeteria, and then we had like a little side snack stand where you can buy like 5-cent pretzel rods, or I think they had hot pretzels as well, the big soft super pretzel things. And somewhere along the line we had like hero sandwiches at one time, like pre-made turkey or ham sandwiches in a box, and it came with like a cookie and the sandwich, and it was an alternative to hot lunch. I don't know why that came up or why that was a thing, but I remember getting them every once in a while.
So, were you a fan of these soft pretzel rods?
It wasn't the soft. No, they had the regular pretzel rods, crunchy ones, and then they had soft pretzels as well. It was 2 different. Well, what the hell just happened there?
All right. Well, Coach Crab is taking us on an adventure. Oh, this is prearranged.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is scripted content.
Scripted content. Welcome to season 3 of the BGT show.
Have these guys not been here before?
It can't be that scripted because that guy went into the wrong door.
Yeah, there's only one door that works here.
Welcome to Japan. 0 for 2.
Will BGT take the lead? Nope.
Oh, nope. Guess you can't scroll the screen anymore. Well, things just got interesting.
I will say that Coach did the exact same thing I did the first time I played this, which is, okay, let's go to the last door. Well, no, that didn't work, so let's go to the first door.
And he has no idea you can jump on those things. That like they're steps. Look out for the shiitakes.
Now this is actually entertaining.
This is, dare I say, hype. No $10,000 prize pool for the winner, though.
So BGT takes the lead after all the junk that he went through.
Look out for Vicky from Small Wonder.
Let's see if they'll toot during the dance scene or not.
What the hell is going on here, man? That was like bullet hell. Uh-oh. You know who that is?
No idea.
That's the minister in charge of declining birth rate for the country of Japan, Natsu Sumire.
I just thought it was a run-of-the-mill geisha, but okay. So, neither one of these are... Oh, there goes BGT. Blowing some wind. Let's see if he does it enough.
And, Natsu Sumire has a special message for us.
それぞれね、意気込みの前にまず朝ごはん何食べたかだけ教えてもらっていいですか。
What did you have for breakfast?
Is this a question to me, or is that what she's asking?
That's what she's asking, but we can answer it, I guess. I didn't ask her what the particulars were.
I actually ate Oreo O's for the first time in like 20 years.
Okay, so as a guy who's eaten Oreo O's before and has mixed feelings on them, one, why doesn't the milk really turn chocolatey? And 2, how come you have to keep eating another bowl just to suppress the aftertaste?
You know, I was eating it today, and I was coming to the conclusion that the first 2 bites tasted like I was eating Oreos dipped in milk. And they no longer tasted like I was eating Oreos dipped in milk. It just tasted like I was eating wheat cereal. There was no chocolate or anything to it. It was disgusting after, like, the 5th bite.
I think Zarnax or Nearm, one of the 2, might have words with you. One of the 2 likes Oreos, and I forget who it is. Because there was a point in time where I couldn't remember which guy was who. But I know.
You know what cereal I really miss as a kid is Reese's Treats, whatever they're called, Rice Krispie Treats.
Rice Krispie Treats was a good cereal because it actually tasted like it was supposed to. There was a cereal called Rocky Road cereal that I really liked. It had that kind of scratch your nails on a chalkboard marshmallow texture to it, but it had, you know, the chocolate and the graham cracker as well. That was really good, Rocky Road cereal.
They have s'mores cereal now by, what's that brand? Honey Maid?
Oh, really?
But the graham crackers just don't taste very good. What you need to do is you get the golden grams, and then you buy some Cocoa Puffs, and then you just pick out the marshmallows from Lucky Charms and make your own.
Do you know when, like, I'm old enough to remember when Lucky Charms added the purple horseshoes to the lineup when it wasn't originally there? And they had this, like, can you guess the new shape coming soon kind of commercial? And it was a horse about to, like, buck Lucky in the face with his feet or whatever. But they ended it on such a cliffhanger that it was, like, almost scary. Like, it startled me as a child. Like, there's this frightening, menacing horse about to kick the leprechaun. Like, I don't care what the damn thing is. Now I have nightmares.
Was it like one of those to be continued?
It kind of was. And and I gotta, you know, it's one of our runners here, Coach Crab, plays commercials while he streams, while he goes to the can, I guess. And I gotta see if he can load up one of those commercials about the Lucky Charms, and then forward me the link, because I probably wasn't watching him when he plays it.
Yeah, I think the one I remember them adding was the red balloons. I think the pot of gold was already there. I think that might have been one of the originals, but I can't remember. I'm positive I remember them adding the red balloon.
I traditionally don't like marshmallow cereal because of the texture of eating the marshmallows. It really, you know, makes me feel like I'm scratching my nails on a chalkboard. And I don't really like fruit cereal in general as well. Actually, I don't like the combination where they're trying to trick you, like you're eating wheat or bran cereal, and then they got like little nuggets of marshmallows or whatever mixed in. Like, hey kid, eat this. You know, you'll love Cheerios because we made it with Honey Nut this time.
So you must really hate that time when they mixed Fruit Loops with Lucky Charms, huh?
Yeah, I would definitely.
Was it Lucky Charms? Maybe it was just Fruit Loops with
Fruit Loops
marshmallows in it.
Kellogg's, and Lucky Charms is Post, right? So I don't think it would.
And by marshmallows, obviously, I mean Marbits.
Is that like candy floss for cotton candy?
Well, it's marshmallow bits. That's what they call them. They're Marbits. You can actually buy an entire bag of Marbits on Amazon. Like, it's Lucky Charms without the disgusting healthy bit.
You know what I probably wouldn't eat it because marshmallow in cereal is really not marshmallow. But if they had like Malamar cereal, like I would be down for that. You ever have Malamars?
No.
It's like I guess like a pinwheel. Maybe it's a marshmallow with like a shortbread or graham cracker and covered in, you know, chocolate. Coach went in the door.
More scripted content. Let's see if BGT takes the lead again.
Oh, that's right.
This is the last time he took the lead.
Yeah, well, actually, not to be lost here is BGT's right on Coach's tail and has been for the whole race.
Yeah, BGT took the lead while they were in Japan, and then Coach took it back. So we'll see if BGT can take it again while they're in Egypt, or Cairo, or whatever you want to call this.
I think current PB is around like 7:45 for Coach Crab and about 2290 for BGT.
I have to go back to the beginning of this stream though, or this race, and ask: is my bet disqualified?
I don't know, because if it's scripted content, I don't know.
All right, here's the sexy Cleopatra or whomever, and the aliens in the background flicking everybody off, saying, "Screw this."
You don't think that's Hana Kimura?
Sure,
Even though it's Egypt? It's really still Japan.
it is.
Do you know
Listen to
I made a
music.
fake Twitter just for Hana Kimura's shorts?
Did you?
I did.
You know, I created a fake Twitter just so I can like things on X Hamster. It's Dark Magician 714. You should all go give it a follow.
DRK Magician 794. 794? 714? 714.
714. All right, we got another brown versus green, and we, like I said, BGT took the lead again.
Yeah, Coach is not good at these extra levels. I wonder if BGT suckered Coach into doing it, or Coach suckered BGT into doing it, or if there was somebody in their chat suggesting they do it. And neither runner knows the other one did it as well. We'll find out when we get him in the post race.
Yeah, these guys, that'd be interesting if they didn't know, because right about now you'd be wondering why the other guy hasn't finished. At least I would. I came from that strong group, and despite one of the best average times, I'm going to be playing in the relegation race.
Okay, can I just say for the record that if you're making fun of me, I had the best average time for the whole tournament. Everybody included. The 2 world record people included. The 2 world record people I beat in the same race at one time included. You are 3rd in your group in average time.
I was 3rd in my group in average time, but I was 4th in the entire... No. Yeah, I was 4th in the entire tournament.
It's not downplay my thing.
No, definitely. You got 3rd in Chaos tournament, so...
The Dragon
I've never-
Warrior Chaos tournament, I did get 3rd place, yes.
I've never placed higher than 0 Infinitive. I've never raced that game.
Remember that time I beat Unos and BGT in the same race in the Adventures in the Magic Kingdom?
Did one of them forfeit?
Where we both all started at the same time, and I pretty much lapped him because I beat him by almost 2 minutes.
I don't remember this.
It really
Or-
didn't happen. I'm making it up.
Where can I see this stream?
If you go to twitch.tv/AngryLarry/videos/all, I think there's a, it's in there somewhere on something I probably didn't highlight that may have gotten expired.
What about angrylarrygaming.com/KNOB?
AngryLarryGaming.com has not been updated since I think the Islanders won the Stanley Cup.
Was this before or after the Blackhawks? That's the only one that I know that won it.
Way before. How many hits on this boss again?
I don't know. Something that's based on 2, so
Well,
2,
no-
4, 6, 8.
Yeah, a
I
little
don't
known fact is you have to slash it while the floor is blinking.
All right, you got me staring at the floor now.
It's like that thing in Mike Tyson's Punch Out where the bull charge, there's a little camera that goes off, and that's when you're supposed to punch the guy. It's nobody picked up on that until 2018. But here we go. If Coach Crab is late to IRC, oh, he finishes 21-24. BGT 3 seconds behind, 21-27. They're both Melvins. I don't know why they both don't have hats.
Is this like a special Melvin since he's also 0-3 in his group?
He is 0-3 in his group. Did he earn a Melvin hat every... Well, officially, we don't know who has the Melvin hat yet because there is another race in this group that has not happened yet. That is Nearm versus D-Pad Danny, and the winner of that is going to go on the bracket round. Coach Crab earns the #1 seed in his group, finishing at 3-0.
GG, coach. GG, BGT. I'll see you in the relegation race. We'll see who stays out of that what is it? The bowl? Since we're both upper deck.
Yeah, 2 people are gonna be flushed to the bowl. Flushed to the bowl, refilled to the bowl. I don't know. What is it called when the water goes from the upper deck into like the bowl itself?
The flush?
Is it just the flush?
Isn't it?
The flush really goes from the bowl to the cesspool, though, right? I mean, it fills up because of the flush, but it's just filling the tank. Oh my god! I just punched the mic right into my face again.
That's a nice dong.
I'm walking it off. Why don't you send us out?
All right, let's read these credits. We get the special ending. It says they both live happily ever after. ...
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
For a time. Period. It's good to know that you're fine. Those mic punches probably hurt. Like Mike Tyson punches.
I don't know. Like, when I traditionally punch a mic stand, I'm punching the mic away from me. Somehow I was uppercutting it, like, towards me, and I don't know how that happened, but yeah, my lip is pretty much bleeding. But it's all right. We're cool.
That's unfortunate. Maybe you should go get some ice.
No, I'm going to go jam some Oreo O's, like, right there.
Don't cut the roof of your mouth. I mean, I know that's a Captain Crunch thing, but...
No, that's an Oreo O's thing. I would put money on Oreo O's, even in milk for 3 hours, still being able to cut the roof of your mouth. But we can take the discussion of the cereal over to chat.
Your cereal?
Yeah, chat. Let us know. Tweet us at drkmagician714. But thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for having.
Yeah, and we'll go to the studio. There's somebody up there probably. He probably knows exactly what to say.
Hans?
It is going to be hard to top that one. Coach Crab edges out Bent Glass Tube with the good ending category. Nearm versus D-Pad Danny in this group Freddy. Next week, playoff spot on the line. And before we wrap things up on this edition of the Elite Tournament, we want to take a look at our friends in Group Jason. Unos XX versus Buzz Thunder is next week. Number 1 seed is on the line. Dark Magician and Link Sevens are going to get in some practice. Both of them are already going to the relegation race. Who likes Melvins? We do, because they help us out. Thanks to all these people. And here are the remaining races in week number 3 that we will bring to you next week. Unos versus Buzz Thunder, Edge versus Jam. These are races for seeding in the bracket round. Nearm versus D-Pad Danny, and Armageddon Time versus Zarnax 42. This is to see who makes the bracket round. Win and you're in. Link Sevens and Dark Magician will have a practice race before their relegation race. And then something's happening in the cesspool. I am Hans Buttface, reminding you to join us on Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time for our next show, episode number 7, which will continue the races in week number 3. Have a good one, everyone. Knob.